You will follow my instructions if you wish to pass my class. You will fail if you do not. Do you think you can do this without me? I made it happen so you can have good grades, Mr. Dube asked Amina in the hush of the empty classroom. Amina felt her heart beat like a drum. She had always had dreams of bringing pride to her parents, but Mr. Dube's remarks stopped her cold. He informed Amina of his intentions. She swallowed her panic and muttered, "Okay, sir." Everything changed with just one word. Amina, a 16-year-old top student at Sunrise Academy, a prominent institution in the center of Lagos, was renowned for both her remarkable beauty and her brains. She stood out because of her radiant smile, well-groomed hair, and beautiful, dark complexion. She was admired by her teachers and envied by her peers, but math was the one subject that plagued her. No matter how hard she tried or how many hours she spent studying, her math results never got better. Amina, you will never be able to attend university without good grades. You really need to put more effort into your studies, her mother, a strict woman who valued excellence, would frequently tell her. Her father, a reserved individual with high standards, would merely sigh and shake his head in dismay. The strain was too much to handle. Amina felt as though the entire world was resting on her shoulders. She received the most attention from Mr. Dube, the math instructor, who frequently called on her in class even when her responses were incorrect. Amina initially believed he was just being helpful. She was unaware of his ulterior motives. Tears clouded her vision one afternoon as she looked at yet another failing score on her test. "Why can't I just get better?" was her despairing question. She muttered, "What is the problem with me? Still having trouble?" Sma, her classmate, called out from the door. Salma was fearless and often voiced her opinions. "You know," she replied, her voice lowered. "There is a solution to your math issue." Amina dabbed at her eyes. "What do you mean?" Salma bent in closer. "You should be perceptive enough to realize that Mr. Dube likes you and that this is what you should do. Have you noticed how he looks at you? Show him kindness and smile. Maybe your grades will start to improve if you laugh at his jokes." Amina felt a knot in her stomach. "That is incorrect." Firmly, she said. Sma gave a shrug. After saying, "Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you," she left, leaving Amina to think alone. That evening, Amina was up. Salma's words, her parents' dissatisfaction, the guilt she felt for failing, and her dread of losing her aspirations all weighed heavily on her. What would happen if Sma was correct and there was no other option? Amina did something different the following morning. She applied a little lip gloss and blushed for the first time. Her appearance had changed. Heads turned into whispers as she passed through the school gate. She grinned more at Mr. Dube in math class, laughed at his jokes, and lingered for more assistance after the course. And then everything changed. Mr. Dube gave her more attention and provided her specific test-taking tips, and her grades quickly improved. "I knew you could do it," her mother said with a proud smile. Mr. Dube's compliments became more personal. He would say softly, "You're such a beautiful girl, Amina." Amina felt comfort when her father smiled and expressed his happiness for her for the first time, but something seemed off deep down. "Relax," he whispered. "I just want to help you." Amina froze when he went into near, brushing her palm with his as they were studying alone. Despite her racing heart, she forced a grin. She had to go through days stretched into weeks as the individual lessons and awkward situations persisted. She felt stuck between the guilt that was gnawing at her heart and the fear of failing. Mr. Dube's ambitions were revealed one day. "I've done so much for you," he said, placing his palm over hers. "Don't you think it's time to show me how much you appreciate me?" Amina felt knots in her stomach. She wanted to refuse to run, but she was paralyzed by the thought of losing everything. "Okay, sir," she said in a barely audible whisper. Everything changed after that. She sobbed herself to sleep that night. The weight of the secret increased. She was uncomfortable in her own skin. Soon after, rumors began to circulate, initially in whispers in the corridor. Then nasty messages showed up in her locker. "We are aware of how you achieve those grades." Even educators started to view her differently. When she was summoned to the principal's office, the truth finally caught up with her. Her parents were already there, their faces pressed together in confusion. "Amina, the principal stated firmly. I want you to tell me the truth only because there are grave allegations regarding your relationship with Mr. Dube. Is Amina's heart really thumping in her chest? Her father gave her a fierce look and insisted that she speak. She had been carrying this load alone for months, but now she was crying. She took a deep breath and spoke the words that would free her. Indeed, it is true. Amina told them everything while crying, including the pressure, fear, and manipulation. Her father shuddered in anger as she vented everything. Her mother sobbed quietly. Mr. Dube will never teach here again, the principal said, his expression grim. However, the harm was done, and even though Mr. Dube received punishment, Amina took the brunt of the humiliation. In order to avoid the rumors, the school advised her to transfer. She left Sunrise Academy, heartbroken but resolute, and enrolled at Riverbend High. Nobody knew her story at her new school. Just a fresh start, no rumors or murmurs. This time, she took a new approach. It wasn't easy, but with honesty and hard work, she gradually mastered math after joining a study group and asking helpful teachers for assistance. After several months, Amina clutched her report card. Although they weren't flawless, the grades belonged to her. Tears filled her eyes as she earned it with integrity. This time, pride filled tears. Amina held a lesson in her heart ever since that day. Although taking shortcuts can cause suffering, hard work and self-respect will always lead to a worthwhile future. BZ's African Stories. To enable alerts, please click the subscribe button if you haven't already. You will receive posts like these first as a subscriber. I appreciate your ongoing assistance. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you in my next video.